Whenever you are being tempted, whenever you're suffering from temptation, it's usually because it's something that you lack self control in. And once you are aware that you lack self control in that area, you'll find a better way to resist temptation. In the book of 1 Corinthians, it says, "No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and he will not let you be tempted beyond your strength, but with the temptation will also provide a way of escape that you may be able to endure it." So God will give you a way out, even though you are suffering through temptation. Back in January 2023, I was at this restaurant that this lady I know, her son owned the restaurant, and I was sitting there having my little cocktail. I had one cocktail, two cocktails, and then I wanted a third one. And it was just gin and tonic. And the bartender was like, "No, you already had two." I was like, "What?" And so he gave me water instead, and I sat there and I drank the water. And I tell you, only God could have done this. So I walk out the restaurant and about to get into my car. Then there was a cop car right in front of my car. Like the cop car was like this, and my car was behind it. So wait. This is the cop car, and my car is right here. So the cop had to get in his car so I can pull out. And I said, "Look at God. Drinking is my weak area. Like, I'm not going to front with you guys. Like, I don't care about food. I don't care about money. You put some vodka in front of my face, that's when you're going to really see how strong I am. I don't care about wine either. But you give me Grey Goose vodka in particular, that's when you're going to see how strong I really am." And so God was showing me that this is the area that you're weak in. Things are finally adding up for you. I mean, financially, emotionally, spiritually, I'm in a good place. And that's when the temptation will come. When you are finally in a good place, you will be tempted to see how strong you really are. So from that day on, I made a commitment that I would not drink and drive. And it's been a year and a half since I've done that. Now, I still drink. I'm not going to lie. But I made it my business to not drink and drive. So if you ever see me go somewhere and I'm driving, I'm not drinking. But what is the way out that God has given me? To not stay there longer. I'm part of this meetup, and they have kickbacks all the time. And alcohol is free. So when it's free, you can have as much as you want. So the way out that God has given me is to leave early. So I go there early, and then I leave early, because I know if I stay there longer, the desire to drink will become greater. So God gave me a way out to resist temptation. But you have to figure out, what is my way out? What is God telling me is my way out? And one of the things you will notice is that when you are being temptation is because you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be drinking that. You shouldn't be shopping. You shouldn't be doing this. So now it's being flaunted in front of you to see how much self-control you have. And many times it's a normal desire. If you remember in the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 1, I'm going to read it to you. "Then Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. And he fasted 40 days and 40 nights. And afterward, he was hungry. And the tempter came and said to him, 'If you are the Son of God, command these stones to become loaves of bread.' But he answered, 'It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God.' Then the devil took him to the holy city and set him on a pinnacle of the temple and said to him, 'If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down, for it is written, he will give his angels charge over you, and on their hands, lest you bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone.'" Now it goes on more, but I wanted to point out to you, the first thing that Satan tempted him with was food. It was normal for him to want to eat. It was normal. You've been fasting for 40 days. Of course you want to eat. But that was not the right way to receive what he was getting. That was not the right way to receive food. So the temptation it's the desire you have, but what is being shown to you and how to achieve it is not going to be the right way. And I want to encourage women who are married, do not let your husband go hungry in anything, because his temptation will come in front of him, because there's a desire inside of him. And that temptation will come. She'll come on a job. She'll come at a restaurant. The desire will come to be tempted. So I would encourage you to ask God and say, Lord, what is it that you're using to show me my lack of self-control? What is it that I lack self-control in? What is it that I need to work on? Because I know there's something in me that I'm struggling with, and the temptation will come when things are going really good for you, when you're about to make a big breakthrough, when you're about to receive a miracle or blessing. The temptation will come to you to see how strong you are. And if you do not resist it, it can hinder your blessings further down. If I had not stopped drinking, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know what would have happened. When I saw the cop, the person that they pulled out, I saw myself. I was like, you are finally in a good place. You cannot afford to go to jail. You cannot afford to lose your license. You cannot afford to put yourself in a position financially because of this one habit that you lack self-control in. So ask God to show you the areas that you are lacking self-control in, because if you do not resist temptation, you will suffer the consequences. Thanks for watching. Bye.